Hi Libra, welcome to your August 2020 tarot reading. This is a general reading for the zodiac sign of Libra, sun, moon, and rising signs. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, I highly encourage you to check your moon and or rising sign because sometimes your messages will be coming from those videos. Also, don't get caught up on the genders of the cards, of the people cards, because we each have masculine and feminine energy, and everyone's energy will just be showing up different depending on their current state, their mental state, emotional state. So Libra, before I jump into this reading, I need to tell you something about this reading. This is a very, very intense reading, okay? There's a lot of intense energies and emotions coming up for you in this reading. I'm just being very, very honest with you. And I feel a lot of resistance. I felt resistant to do this reading. It was hard for me to get started once I drew the cards. I just felt this real strong resistance, like I didn't want to do it. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going through that right now, where you are just feeling like you don't want to do something. I don't know exactly what it is. It'll be different for each of you. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started and jump into the reading. The first card you have is the Five of Wands. I feel like there's a competitive spirit around you, but it's not in a friendly or healthy manner. A lot of time this card could be referring to like a healthy competition or, going back and forth between people at work, and it's enjoyable and friendly and intellectual. I don't feel that here in this reading. There's some entanglement or involvement in a situation and it's causing you stress. It could feel like a really complex problem that you don't know how to get yourself out of. You could feel that there's trickery involved. Yeah. Some of you might feel like people around you aren't playing fair. So what is this, Libra? It could be a situation at a job. It could be a situation with the person you're in romantic relationship with. It could be related to a project you're trying to do. I don't know, but it has to do with other people around you or a person. Yeah, maybe you don't feel adequately prepared for all these people coming at you with all these questions and ideas and questioning how you're doing something. Maybe you feel a little overwhelmed, even if it's just one person. For some of you, it is a lot of people, and others of you, it could just be one person that you're feeling overwhelmed by, and this one person feels like, it might as well be a lot of people because it feels like overwhelming and crowded energy. So the way this could be manifesting in the month of August is some kind of dispute or fighting. There could be arguing. You could feel like someone's blocking you from doing something you need to do. Whatever it is, Libra, the advice is to confront the disputes and quarrels and get through them however way you need to. There's a need to settle differences here, okay? For some of you, this could be a legal matter. Not all of you, that's just for some of you. This could be different, varying opinions between you and a romantic partner that you guys can't just come to peace and see eye to eye. So again, like I said, the advice is to confront the disagreements instead of trying to run away from them, because they're not going to go away until you confront them. And the next card you have is the Ace of Swords, which I feel really strongly it's telling me that you do confront these issues in a good manner. The Ace of Swords is all about an intense attention or force for decisive action. So I feel like you guys don't run away from this. I feel really strongly that this is you. If this isn't you, it's the other person around you. Maybe the other person comes in and deals with it if you're still not able to deal with it. But I feel for the vast majority of you, it is you in this case. I feel like you end up standing up for yourself in a really positive way. You stand in your principles and you are communicating very effectively. It's like you're using that sword in the card to cut through confusion and put the matter into perspective for yourself, and that's how you're able to deal with it. It's kind of like you rise above the circumstances and see the bigger picture of it and are able to cut through all this confusion and obstacles in the Five of Wands energy. So this is also about fighting for what you believe in. You're standing up for what you know is right. And the Ace of Swords is usually saying that you will be victorious in this. You will succeed. However, you may come off a little harsh to some people. Some people might not fully appreciate or understand your real intentions. And it might be a little off-putting to some people. So just keep that in mind. That might be something you have to deal with as well with this energy in this card. But yeah, again, I just feel like you guys stand up for yourself and you're principled and, you know, you really communicate what you need to communicate. And I feel like it's in a good way for the most part. So again, some people might see it as a little harsh, but I feel like you guys are being pretty principled and, you know, trying to go about it a fair way. So the next card you have is the Four of Pentacles. So what I feel with this card is I feel like you guys are clinging hard to something and it's coming out of fear. It's coming out of a fear of loss, okay? Some of you might be focusing too much on the material side of life, and this is to avoid making other important decisions. Maybe other parts of your life are too complicated or you just don't want to go there right now, so you're throwing yourself into like earning money or your job. This card could also mean that some plans that are in the works right now to increase your wealth could run into obstacles or issues. It could be that as well. There could be blocks or delays or setbacks. So just keep that in mind. That could be an energy you run into. Whatever it is, it's making you feel like you need to hang on tightly to what you have. You're feeling insecure materially or even physically. Maybe you don't feel at home where you're at currently. Yeah, it's like a miser energy. You're clinging really hard to something. And it's blocking your heart chakra. So if you look at the Four of Pentacles card here, the person depicted, you know, has that big gold pentacle and it's right on their chest. So it's blocking them from speaking from the heart. Okay. So you could be kind of coming off a little harsh or greedy with this energy. But again, it's out of some fear. Okay, you could be squeezing or hanging on to a person or an ideology a bit too much excessively, and maybe people around you are kind of pointing that out, and it just makes you get more hanging on and more defensive. It's definitely coming from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of being alone. Okay, guys, I know that sounds harsh and a lot of you don't want to hear this, but I'm a Libra rising, and a lot of times my readings come from my rising sign. So this could very well be my reading. So I'm right there with you and how it could be difficult to hear these things sometimes. So whatever the situation is for you in this Four of Pentacles energy, I feel really strongly it's separate from this Five of Wands, Ace of Swords issue we just talked about. Okay? I feel that, like I said, I feel like this Five of Wands situation is something tricky that you need to navigate with a person or a work situation or a group of people, maybe a family dynamic, and you kind of come out victorious, basically, able to handle that and use your words in a very effective way. With this Four of Pentacles energy, I feel like there's something else. It could be related to that, but it's something different where you're feeling like you need to hang on tight to something. Okay, because you're feeling a little insecure in your current state. In whatever way that is, it's going to be different for each of you guys, but you're feeling not super stable. You're feeling like you really need to hang on to what you have, and it's kind of to the detriment to you and other areas in your life. Okay, so the next card you have is the Tower. The Tower represents a catastrophic change, a sudden change or destruction of an old system or structure that no longer serves you. It could be a worldview or an outlook that no longer serves you. It could represent security lost. Yeah, so it could be related to this Four of Pentacles energy. It's like something happens to make you realize that you are in an insecure position, or something happens and it just makes you feel not secure anymore. It could also be related to that Five of Wands energy. Maybe someone does something unfair to you, and then it makes this Tower moment happen. That's only for some of you, though. I don't feel like that's for most of you. I feel like for most of you, it's related to this Four of Pentacles energy, where there's a loss, and it kind of reinforces this energy that you're already in, of feeling like you need to hang on to something really tight, okay? So what is this Tower moment? It could be a loss of a job. It could be a relationship ending. It could be a blowout with a family member. Maybe you need to relocate suddenly. Maybe something like that happens. Maybe the nature of your job duties changes and it was really unexpected. Something like that. And then it's kind of like evidence for you to say, see, you know, I am unstable right now. I need to hang on to what I have. And that's kind of the attitude you go with that. Yeah. It could also be that a person you're in a romantic relationship reveals something to you and it kind of just turns your world upside down. It could be that as well. If that's the case, it's going to challenge how you view things and it's a growth opportunity, okay? Whether what that person reveals, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, but it challenges you in how you see the world or how you see relationship, and it's an opportunity for you to grow, okay? The specifications like that are just going to be different for each of you. This is a general reading, you guys. So the last two cards you have are the Emperor and the High Priestess. This feels like two people, okay? I don't think both cards belong to you. I feel like one is probably you and then the other is someone you're dealing with. It could be a romantic relationship, job situation. It's going to be different for each of you. This Emperor energy, it feels really strongly like someone is either being like a dictator and just being demanding, or the complete opposite. Someone's not being assertive enough, okay? And the reason why the person is acting like this is because they feel out of their element, okay? That's what's making them act like this. And I feel like it's really related to this Tower moment, where this big upheaval change happens and then someone gets scared and can't really be assertive, or they just become way too pig-headed. Is that what you say, pig-headed? They just become like just too strong-arm and, you know, acting like a dictator, okay? So yeah, whatever it is exactly, whether it's someone being too weak or too strong, it's ineffective in dealing with this Tower moment, okay? It's a weakness of character. It creates more confusion. It's coming out of a reactionary space, okay? I feel like it's a strong possibility this is you, Libra, or it could be someone you're dealing with, okay? So you need to take it as it resonates. So, this High Priestess energy, okay? Oh, before I move on to the High Priestess, the advice with the Emperor energy, you need to take action, Libra. You need to lead the way in a fashion that is harmonious, where you're listening to people's concerns, or if this isn't you, then you need to guide the person you're dealing with. You need to nudge them to take action and to be open to listening to other people, and they might not listen, okay? But again, just take it as it resonates. So this High Priestess, let's focus on this. This is someone you're not on the same page with. So assuming you are the Emperor energy in this story, this is someone you're not seeing eye to eye with, okay? They're kind of like the polar opposite of this Emperor energy right now. Okay, this person is kind of a mysterious energy right now, okay? They're not talking as much as the Emperor person. The Emperor person is just going off maybe about, you know, how they're dissatisfied with the situation. And then the High Priestess person isn't really saying that much, okay? They're kind of keeping their cards close to their chest. They're not really saying exactly how they feel. They're intuitively guided. They're not outwardly displaying the way the Emperor is, okay? But this person is in a mode of good judgment, okay? They're wise. It's feminine energy. It could be someone who identifies as female. It's someone who's being practical. They're being wise. So it's kind of like the foil to this Emperor energy, where someone is being more intuitive and more internally guided to deal with this. Okay, and that could be you, Libra. If you're not the Emperor, then this is you. Yeah. So, oh, something I just want to note really fast. Directly above the Emperor card is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords was all about you taking principled action and, you know, being an effective communicator. And I feel like this Emperor right below it is the complete opposite. So if that is you, it's kind of like you encounter two different situations in the month. One where, you know, it's being received, that you dealt with it the right way, and then the other time you kind of fall into this low side of the Emperor energy, where you're either not standing up and taking action, or you're being too forceful and still not taking action the way that you need to. So yeah, this High Priestess, they have an inner knowing, they have a wisdom that you will benefit from, okay? It's another person or it's you, okay? Yeah, they are going to possibly reveal some information about a matter that is currently hidden, okay? They could be guiding you, Libra, to follow your inner voice. They could be helping you see something that you couldn't see was there. Okay, so the advice is to listen to this person, okay? Or if it's you, you have to figure out how to deal with this Emperor. I don't know. Again, I feel like it's really likely that you're the Emperor in this situation, Libra, so then you would have to listen to this High Priestess is what the advice is. But if you're the High Priestess, then you just need to figure out how to deal with this Emperor person. Maybe you need to walk away from them right now until they're out of this Emperor, low side Emperor energy. Or maybe you need to show them a different way of dealing with what's going on. So for this reading, I pulled an additional card for like the underlying main message. And this is from a deck of cards that's only the major cards and the aces. And you guys got Judgment, which I'm not surprised because this is very much related to this Tower energy in the reading, where there is a transformation coming. It's ripe, okay? You're being asked to kind of wake up to a new phase of existence, okay? Maybe you're being asked to make an important decision on something, okay? And now people are waiting for you to make necessary changes to start this new path, whatever it is, okay? The Judgment card could also be, you know, what goes around comes around. Maybe something is coming back to you that you haven't fully addressed or dealt with. It could be that. Okay. So if you look at this card, it's a black swan, but its head is this trumpet mushroom. Okay. So it's releasing this call, and it's a black swan, and there's skulls on the floor. So they're releasing a call, to release the dead. So you're being asked to release something that doesn't serve you anymore, which is exactly what the Tower card was saying. And you're going to be renewed by this. You've been through a lot of trying ordeals, and that's very clear in this reading that you've been tried. And you're feeling the weight of these trials and decisions, and you're being asked to release these dead things that no longer serve you so you could be born anew and live again and start over. Okay, Libra, I know this reading was really intense and it might have been confusing. It's been a long time since I had a reading like this where I felt confused by it. There's a lot of different energies and different things going on here. A lot of the things aren't related, so it did feel a little jumbled to me. There's just a lot of different energies you're going to be encountering in the month. So just make sure to check in with your other readings later in the month to see where the current energies are. especially just because this reading was so intense. So if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below. That's really helpful for me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Libra. I'll see you later in the month with the other readings, okay? Bye.